Hi, it's Jamie with JamiesArtsaLaCartes, and I wanted to bring a new project to you. We're going to work on some more floor mats. Our previous video was glow in the dark, the easy peasy glow in the dark. I'll put a link up there so you can see that one. But we're going to do some holiday mats, so Thanksgiving and Christmas, and of course I'm going to use my favorite HTV scissor. It's easy to weed to me, and it goes on well. So we're going to use up some of our rolls that are already open, just to kind of use them up, and we're going to get some designs and take them into Design Space, cut them out, and get them put on the mats. This should be an easy one, and let's get to it. Okay, we're at the computer, and when you buy SVGs from Etsy or somewhere like that, anywhere online, they're going to come like this as a raster file. So I want to go down here because this will be the one that says SVG. Double click it, and on this one they all come in one giant file, so there's multiples in that. So I want to show you how I take them into Design Space. So each folder has multiple. So this one just simply says Believe. So you'll right click it, and we're going to save it. It's going to save to my desktop. And already this person was kind enough to name them. So the SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics, which is what Design Space needs to create the file. So then it'll show up something like this, a little icon on your desktop. Okay, so we have Design Space open. We're going to come over and we're going to pick Upload. And you see I've got a few, but we're going to do it again to show you. So we're going to browse. And where we just uploaded that, Believe, we're going to save it. When you have extra files like this and you don't need them, you can come right here and you can delete it. Confirm it, delete it, confirm it, and then insert image. So if we try to make it from here, it'll put it on a 24-inch mat. And it tells us that it can only be 11.5 in height or width. So we're going to say, okay, we're going to cancel this. So what I know I need to do is I need it to be 15 in width. And then we're going to make it, and here it is. Since we're going to be ironing it on, we want to mirror so that when we peel it apart, it is the right side up. You would hit continue, and then we would load a mat and start cutting. Okay, so I found the 4 images. And what I did is I took the lock off, And I knew I had measured previously, so I made it 15 by 11.5. And I did that on each one. And because it has the colors, I can choose to make it look like that, or I can make it whatever color I would like. So I'm going to actually weld these because I have the file in other places. Okay, we're ready to cut out our first mat. I'm using the long mat, which is 24 inches. I have placed my vinyl right side down. I will mirror, can't forget to do that, so that it cuts so that it's legible when you cut it out. And we're ready to cut. So basically I'm going to tell design space over here to continue, and then it's going to flash when it has is ready. It's going to ask us some questions, so we're going to use glitter, and now it's ready. Make sure your edges are all down well. Load your mat, and then when it flashes, you go. And the beauty of Cricut is that it just does all the work for you once you get it there. This over here tells me where it's at in the process. Alright, it is finishing up for us. And so the flashing light tells me that I can eject my mat. And there it is. It looks like I cut it really well. Okay, I'll get the other ones cut out, and I'll meet you back at the work table. All right, we have everything cut out, and I've been working on weeding the projects, but I wanted to show you this one. This is a product that I haven't used before, but it is white flocking. So thought we would do this together. I'm basically going to weed it just like I would any other project, and yes, it definitely has that fuzzy feel, which will be kind of interesting to put on one of these mats. I have my Cricut mini press over here, not my mini, but my regular press warming up, and there it is. It's up to temp. So I'm just basically gingerly pulling this off. It's pulling off very easily. I'm just trying not to tear it, because if you've watched any of my videos, you know I like to use that negative space to create future projects. When I get into a little place like this, I'm going to let a tool help me get around so I don't tear it, because again, I'm trying to save that negative. And it does feel very soft, so I'm very pleased with what I see so far. Super easy to weed. Of course, I have a larger design on here because of what it was and what I wanted it to end up looking like. And there it is. So then I'm just using simple old contact paper to save my pieces. And this will be bigger than what I need, so let's go ahead and just cut it. Hardest part is pulling this apart, to be honest. Keep my temp going. I'm going to give it its first warm up over here. And I literally just lay it right side down. And it's annoying that it's sticky, but that's what you need for this to work. I could use my tool, but they're big enough that I don't really need to. Then I have those along with all of that to make a negative. So then for placement, what I do is I lay it on there, and I'm all about the rulers and triangles from my drafting days. And then I'm going to literally measure it side to side. And then we'll use parchment paper. We don't really need it with this carrier sheet. This is just me being a little overcautious, but I don't want to scorch the mat. Light pressure, and let Cricut do its thing. Here's our next one. Okay, so here we are. I've got everything ironed on, nice and glittery. Got Christmas and Thanksgiving themed mats. This one came out really pretty. I like this one. This one's really cute. So my takeaways on this project, I have a couple. I have a couple learning curve things. So this was flocked vinyl. So when you touch it, it feels fuzzy in a good way. I did have to use tape to get the material to stay flat on my cutting mat. So it's just a delicate surface purple tape. It didn't, being white, there are some spots that I can see on it that I'm not exactly 100% happy with, but overall I think it still turned out really well. If you step on this with bare feet, you'll definitely feel that softness there. The other thing, I went ahead and took, in Cricut you can pick out your different colors, and that's what I did. I chose to have all my font one color and my leaves another color. The design was a little different than that, but that's what I wanted for a cohesive look. And I really like how it came out. This glitter vinyl sticks really well to the mats, so that was a good combination. And then I did the mono, just all one color, monochromatic. That one will probably be for my husband, so that'll stay at my house. That looks like him. The other thing that I learned, or that I experimented with and it worked, is I took, this was all one color and it came as one piece. So normally when you get an SVG, typically you can ungroup items. This one wasn't quite like that, so I literally took it into another, into Word or Paint or any of those kind of programs, and I basically just stripped out this piece here because again I wanted it to be complementary colors, not just one color. It just was the look that I was looking for. Again, it worked really well. This one had an interesting twist to it. If you recall, I had the Easy Peasy Glow in the Dark. This is the same sort of material, but it didn't hold up very well when it came to adhering. So in order to get it to stick to the mat with its uneven surfaces, there were some areas that kind of got a little thinner than I wanted to. And then on this one, I had an oopsie. If you recall, that got sliced off on accident, so I literally just took a spare corner piece and basically gave myself, oh, from that corner, you know, from that edge where it stopped to that edge where it stopped, oh, how big do I want to make my pumpkin, cut it out. It literally, for the material, is like the same piece. Well, I'm not 1,000% happy with this. It still is a bright and colorful mat. Joy to the World. It's a little darker than I probably should have went, but with it being glitter, it'll be okay. It is a doormat, so worked out well. And this design, this was interesting. I bought it as an SVG. All these intricate little pieces, but over here it was a solid little bluebell thing right here. So I literally went in and just cut it out because it didn't look right for that one to be filled in and none of the others to be filled in. So sometimes you do have to be careful with your SVG. So here are our mats. We'll call it a success. And we learned a few things along the way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And if you push the little notification, you'll be notified when I upload new videos. I try to put out one a week. Hasn't been hard with content, just making lots of things for folks and having a ball doing it. Well, again, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.